Thailand ranked 9th on the Global Climate Risk Index 2021 of countries most affected by extreme weather events between 2010 and 2019. One of the factors contributing to climate change is food waste. When organic material decomposes in landfills, it emits the greenhouse gas methane, which is far more potent than carbon dioxide.
So all in all, now worldwide, globally, we have about 30% of the food produced and processed being wasted. This is remarkable and this is a lot. So this is the waste we have to deal with, and actually the UN in their Sustainable Development Goal under the Agenda 2030 has declared food waste as a so-called Sustainable Development Goal, and the target is to reduce food waste by 2030 to 50%.
There are about 1.3 billion tons of food waste worldwide. In Thailand, the population of 66 million generates 145 kilograms of food waste per person per year. To reach the target, which is a 50% reduction by 2030, there should only be about 70 to 72 kilograms per person of food waste.
I think food waste and hotel, I can say they are couples. There are two things that come along together all the time, especially when hotels serve customer with a buffet line, because we cannot afford to run out of food in the buffet line. So when the last customer comes to have the breakfast or lunch, after that all the food is waste. And I can say that it's a lot. We pay in 1 month 100,000 of baht on the food budget. And a lot of them is going to be the waste food at the end.
This hotel manages food waste themselves, as they believe that it's their responsibility to manage it before it all goes outside. And that is where the Zero Food Waste project began.
Behind the scene on that, we have the old bathtub like this, and we put the food waste together with the soil, and we use natural method, wait for 25 days. Our capacity is very limited. As you can see, the area is not so big. So we have to study about the machine that help us both increase our capacity to deal with the food waste and also shorten the time that we have to wait for 25 days from natural method. So we bring into machine system to deal with the food waste.
According to Thailand's Pollution Control Department, food waste accounts for 64% of total waste in the country, and nearly 40% of that food waste is still edible and of good quality. It is called food surplus. It has been 6 years since the Scholars of Sustenance Foundation, or SOS, started rescuing surplus food from hotels, supermarkets, restaurants, and cafes, then distributing it to people in need.
We have distributed more than 2,400 recipients communities, which is nearly more than 1 million people in this country already. So we believe that in order to moving forward into the next step of our operation is to create what we call and what other people know as food bank.
A web application platform, Cloud Food Bank, operated by SOS Foundation and its partner, was launched earlier this year. When asked whether the supply of food surplus would be enough to meet the demand, Napat said that it is more than enough, but what they need the most is more support from the public sector.
Of course, people doesn't aware much about this fairly new application. We just, like I said, it's only 8-month application. There's still a lot of people that support that maybe you can going in, and if you wish to donate, think about Cloud Food Bank and think about SOS.
In accordance with the UN Agenda 2030, we have 8 years left to reduce food waste by 50%. This goal is very ambitious, but achievable if we start today by being aware that food waste from our plate badly impacts the environment and that we can make the world a better place if we care enough.